Hello friends, foes, other watchers on the internet. My name is Matt, you're watching Hogwash Gaming, and today we are going to be playing the Eye of the Beholder. Now, you'll notice that I don't have anything in my hands. The controller's here, but I'm not playing this live, unfortunately. My live capture program is being super finicky, and the people who actually run these things, like the ones who actually made this product, aren't doing a great job with customer support or anything like that. So we're just going to play through here. I'm getting this so I can see where I am on the live stream, and I can check the chat, because right now what I'm doing is I'm doing a full screen screen capture, which is very difficult because OBS doesn't like you recording media players, because they don't want you copying movies and stuff like that, which makes sense. But when it comes to live streaming with my let me see, that's a Elgato. Yeah, it doesn't like to live stream every once in a while, so this is what we're doing. I recorded this, and it didn't record my live commentary either, which is really frustrating, and I'm looking for alternatives to this because it's just not working out. It's not. So if you've got any suggestions on programs to use, we'll go with that. So right here, the storyline, if you hadn't been reading along, is the fact that your party is trapped underneath a city because there's some sort of evil under there. And if you guys want to just help me out, if the music is too loud, or if my microphone is too quiet or too loud, just leave it in the comments here, because yeah, who knows with this recording stuff. I've had so much trouble recording this. But anyways, sorry. Let's talk about what I'm doing opposed to what troubles I had recording this. This game has a very rudimentary character creation process, and it's pretty good, but I'm not sure of some of the things. Like in 5e, it's a lot different than this, because you know there's like different things that different races can do, but in this it's just kind of really basic. And I don't know if strength, intelligence, wisdom, dexterity, constitution, charisma, I don't know what kind of bearing those have in this game, because I really don't use a lot of things like persuasion and sleight of hand in this. And from what I know, you never do use that in this game, which would be a pity. But yeah, it's extremely basic, and what I'm doing right here is I'm setting up a front row of fighters, and then a second row of clerics and mages. So we've got a gnome cleric here, and all of this is based off of the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, so it's like 1.5, and I know that's not super accurate for all those people who know all the secrets of this ancient world of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm a relative newcomer, but yeah, so I don't know how much of all of those non-combat features were in the original Dungeons and Dragons, because from what I could tell, it's primarily a dungeon crawler, and that's kind of what this game is. So it's just going through a dungeon and crawling. Here I realized, oh wait, I already have a cleric in this party. We need a mage. So I ended there and I replaced him with a mage. Yep. Just checking to make sure it's a cleric. Yeah, so I think I go with I guess I go with an elf mage. And yeah, I just go with like evil on this because I don't even know if alignment has anything to do with this game. So I wanted to try things out. Yeah, so here we've got a pretty good mage, and I just give them different names, whatnot. Yeah, this commentary is going to be a little lackluster just because I'm not playing it live, but that's fine. Yeah, so I've got a pretty good group here. These people up top and these people at the bottom. The top are going to be the front line, and the bottom is going to be the back line. So yeah, that's the place that's caved in behind us. So we're going to grab these rocks and give them to our characters. And rocks aren't exactly weapons or anything as far as I know of. They might be in the future, but yeah. And then this first room is interesting because it has a lot of loot. It has the rocks, it has the skeleton, and I think that's a thing of lockpicks. Evidently someone tried to get in and died. Yeah, so we'll give the cleric the bones, just to lay them to rest or something. And this thing down here, it's like a little creature, and I'm not sure what you're supposed to do. I lay out some provisions there, some yeah, rations, and I kind of just like leave it there and watch, but nothing comes out. And so I get a little bored, and I wonder if I have to feed it to him. So I just push him in there, and it says something scutters deeper into the floor drain, and I can't put the portions in there. Sorry. Yeah. So that's kind of odd, and I'm not sure how to interact with that, and I don't know if it's coming back or not. But I do know how to get through this door. You just pull the lever, which for some reason that guy with the lockpicks just couldn't figure out, apparently. Yeah, we're getting attacked, and I kind of lost control of the controls. I didn't know what I was supposed to be pressing. Eventually I figured it out, but yeah, that was kind of embarrassing while recording. I was like, oh, how do I I guess I turn towards the enemy, right? And then, oh right, then I click these. Yep, and first hit wipes it out. Yep, so we go through this door, and there's a lot of choices you can make. You can go through this way. Oh, I didn't notice those runes there. That'd be a useful thing to check out next time I play. Yep. And if you turn here, there he is. It's on the other side of the wall. There's something in that wall that I don't know how to get into. I try throwing a rock in there. Oh, sorry. Nothing doing. It didn't do anything. So, yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, so we'll walk over here and grab grab that button, open things up, and we've got a huge army coming at us, and we need to start smacking things. And the mage throws his knife, and we chop and we hit. And yeah, this is combat in this game. Those goblin things step forward, take their place. Yeah. Click, and there we go. Everyone's down, and we can spread the loot. Pop that there. Pop that there. And yeah, this scroll of detect magic. I'm not sure where it will come in handy. I can show you how that works in the future if you really want to see how this game works. Oh, level of experience. Great. Not sure what that does. Yes, I think this game would do better if, well, quite frankly, I think it would do better if it came with directions. You know, this is what I have. And that's all I have to tell me what to do. And I could go online, I know this. But there's something very 90s about figuring out a game by yourself. I think it's a good thing to get back into doing, because when I was a kid, we just got the game and we figured it out. And maybe there was instructions. I mean, I know there's a few instructions for like Halo and stuff, but I didn't grow up with consoles, so you know, it was PC, and that usually came with instructions, but not always. And yeah, these big worm things gave me a bit of an issue here. Grady isn't looking too great. Yeah, I'm not sure if FilmSpaz has played this game. I would love to get him to do a Collector Eject. I think it's a pretty cool game, but you know, I'm a D&D nut, so yeah. Notice when you throw a dagger in this game, it flies forward, and when it hits something, it falls to the ground. That's an important mechanic in the future of this game. At least this playthrough. And I saw this guy walking by this corner, and he's kind of in this like endless patrol kind of thing. So yeah, oh, there's two of them. So I had to turn this corner in order to confront them. Oh, and Grady goes down. Fortunately, we have a cleric. So I'm gonna open this up and give Laria her thing and figure out what that does. Yeah, so we have a healer, but she doesn't have her healing spells prepared, which I forgot that you had to do. As you can see, my characters are really slowly healing up. Grady's back on his feet, but yeah. So here I'm figuring out how to prepare the spells and whatnot. It's pretty straightforward, but yeah. Again, you just have to kind of mess with it. Our mage only has 2 spell slots, which is like, yay! You're a lot of help. So I just go with magic missiles. Those are the best choice in my opinion for this situation. And Yep. So, and then we'll just go cure wounds on our cleric. And because I picked up my phone, we're no longer with the rest of you guys. So there we go. Hopefully that helps. All right. Yeah. So we're resting up, and boom. Yeah. As we're resting, you can see how much faster the cleric is healing up Grady and Lyra. Alright. So now we go around this corner and we grab these things. That's another spell scroll of mage armor. Could come in handy in the future. And, yeah, another spell scroll. And this is a cleric spell scroll. I didn't see that till later. And so, yeah, this one's a mage scroll, so I give it to the mage. Yep. Perfect. And when there's a brick in place, right after looking at a place where there isn't a brick in place, that normal brick looks very suspicious. So, here's a door that we have to get through. I think I explored down this way just because I could. Yeah. And then I found a door with a lever, and of course, if there's a lever, you gotta pull it. That's just the way it works. Oh! So I back up. Get to this funnel so I don't have them surrounding me. I don't know if they do, but I hate to tempt fate in trying to figure out, oh, does this work this way? Oh, it doesn't work that way. And then finding out I was wrong. And I've noticed that if I'm clicking the guy on this side, what typically happens is he throws his knife, but if there's no one standing in front of him, then he misses because he's throwing it in a direction that there's no one at. And so that was an interesting thing to learn this time around. Pick up the two knives that I threw into the corner for no reason. And I'll give them to the person who doesn't have the huge battle axe. Now, one reason that I'm taking a look at this is because I wanted to make sure that, well, I wanted to compare it to what a live game of D&D would look like. And as I walk onto this pressure plate, it triggers it, and then as I step off, it untriggers it. This is why we picked up the rocks earlier. So we could set them on the pressure plate and open things right up. There we go. And hey, look, we found another rock. And yeah, it's interesting watching a official D&D dungeon. I'm very interested in playing this some more, because I haven't played an official D&D game played the way that the designers, exactly the way the designers wanted it to be played. So I figured I would give it a shot. Yeah, so let's go through this door. You know, having doors with buttons that you push to open. I've never seen that in Dungeons & Dragons before, so I don't know if that's how it should be played, or how they imagined it being played, because I've never played that way before. It looks like we have a lot of friends in this hallway. A lot of nasty, wormy friends. And we can't hit him with a knife, apparently. And we'll just resort to karate chopping him. I just want to see if Magic Missile does anything fantastic here. And it didn't kill him. These things have quite a bit of HP, I guess. Grab that. Yep. Oh, oh. He's back. He's back. Let's get back to fighting. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Yeah, this battle was super difficult. We just could not hit this guy. Alright, he's down. Now we got some daggers to pick up. A lot of daggers. Alright. But daggers are good because you can just throw them into the fray. And unlike pen and paper D&D, if you are attacking, it's all about how fast you can click. And not throw them against the wall. You know, so rounds of combat, you know, there's that little recharge point in between, but oh, there was a arrow over here. I have yet to find a bow in this game, but we'll find out. Yeah, so this is the end of the first level, and it's got a bit of a puzzle to it. And I like this ending. If you walk this way first, you can get a shield for your fighter, which I'm very happy about. So we'll go here, and we'll give Liara give her an extra knife, because with a shield I can't throw knives anymore. That's okay. And we'll just see what's back here. If I'm remembering correctly, this is the way into basically where we started. At least a way into where we started. So when I started recognizing places, like I think yeah, this is where we found the 2 scrolls on the shelf. Yep. So I was like, oh, I know where we are. So I left here. Yeah, if you're a new watcher, I see I've got a watcher on here. This is me recapping something because my capture program wasn't working well. I actually had live commentary that I was recording. It didn't record any of it. And I had been talking about how this worked, and it didn't record it all. So here we've got a issue of if you step on the pressure plate, it closes the door. And if you go over here and push the button, it opens the door again. And then you go over here and it shuts it. So how do you solve this puzzle? Well, what I did is I took one of the rocks we had, right? And I put it on the pressure plate. Then I opened the door. And we're able to go to the next level. Boom. Now this is a hallway with 3 doors. And each one is locked with a key. And you know, I could have used that lockpick on there. That would have been an interesting way. I don't know, maybe next time I find a keyhole and I don't have a key, instead of looking for a key, maybe I'll just grab those lockpicks. So here we have some writing on the wall. Let's read what this says. Do I press the button here? Do I just freeze up? Do I go crazy? I might have pressed something on. Okay, yeah, so only the strong shall pass. okay. I now know what that means, but it was kind of cryptic back then. And the door appears stuck. And here's an aspect of like the roll of the dice that kind of manifested itself. Man, whew, I almost yawned again. So I tried using the rations that maybe strengthened me. I don't know, but yeah. Okay, so it says the party tries to force the door and fails. I think there's a internal. Yeah, we smacked this guy down, hit him one hit, he was dead. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I was scared for a second there, but not anymore. Yeah, so we have those knives, but there has to be some sort of algorithm in this cartridge that gives it a random roll of the dice kind of thing, so you can fail. Which is probably why certain times we can't hit something. Now, I've played this part before, so I knew that if you put a dagger into that hole, it would open the door. And if you press this button, it opens a secret door. And if you look around, oh, there's another button. You go and press that. Opens another door. And then we have to force this one open. Oh, and a zombie shows up. Let's get back to the combat screen. Makes a nice hit there. I'm not sure if my cleric has turning powers. It'd be cool if it did. But yep. Zombie. I think I cure her. Yep. There we go. Let's pick up her knife. Put it in her belt, or in her hand. Put these in her belt. There we go. Cool. Gotta force this door open. Yeah. I think this might be like forewarning, or might be just something that is kind of cueing us into what's going to happen next. Foreshadowing is the word I wanted. And I think if in the future we're going to have doors that are stuck, and there's going to be monsters like behind us that we're trying to run away from. So I'm pretty excited to see if that's the case. But for now, you have to have a good strength modifier, apparently. Yeah, just checking that hallway again. Make sure everything's kosher. Yep. Those drains on the walls concern me as well. There's a lot of drains, and they don't seem to serve a purpose as of yet. So this one, let's unlock this door. And so we walk down in. We walk, and wasn't there something in front of us? We don't see it anymore. It's all topsy-turvy. What's going on? Turn. There it is. How did it get over there? It's a sling. Not as exciting as I thought it was gonna be when I when I picked it up, because it was golden colored, and I was like, ooh, this is like a pendant or something. Nope. So Once again, if the music is too loud and my microphone isn't loud enough, let me know in the chat, because I have run into that problem as well when recording with this program. Just not a lot of control, and I'm doing a full screen kind of thing right now, so I can't really check it as I'm recording. But yeah, another rock. Hey, we like rocks. Yeah, this area is the illusion area, so it's really easy to get lost. I get lost a couple times here. I try to use a rock in this slot. Doesn't work. You have to use a dagger. Man, I should have gotten to bed earlier. I was working on videos like this one. And so a voice says illusion, solid illusion. That's interesting. Whoop. And the era has gained a level of experience, which is great, but I don't know what that means. I don't know what it does. If I clicked on the little like page thing down in the corner, it would probably tell me. But yeah, I don't know if there are like special things you can do in that, but yeah. So there's a lot of illusion spells going on, and what I'm looking for really is there are these runes that if you see them on the wall, it means you can pass through that wall. Like this one. Yep. A rune of passage, so you walk through it, boom. Right. And these are kind of like pointless little things. Like on the end of each of these like little wall partitions, there's that rune. But yeah, so here we find our, well, I guess this is our third key to the last room. So we'll give that to a character. And yep, and we find a couple more arrows. And I'm like, oh, these don't stack. And then I realize, oh, up in the character silhouette thing, there's a quiver. So yeah, move the cursor up there, drop them in there. It's very interesting that Nintendo did this. What year did this come out? 92. So PCs were becoming a thing. Not necessarily huge in everybody's houses, but PCs were a thing. So the mouse cursor is kind of an interesting thing. A lot of this footage now is going to be of me wandering the halls trying to get out of here. Oh. Wander, wander, wander. And, yeah. And this gives me another thought. With computer games like this, everything is programmed. Everything, I'm sorry, I'm leaning forward so my head's not showing up in the video. But everything is programmed, and that's good if you have a thing that like teleports you here or there, you know, just by clicking. Like me walking through that wall, I think like teleports me somewhere? I don't know. It's a very confusing place, and it would be fun to run something that was this confusing. But I don't know if it would translate well to pen and paper stuff. Yeah. I don't know. So, could work. Could work. I would be interested in seeing how that would work out, though. The music gets really repetitive. Especially when you're lost. It kind of gives you a sense of, like, panic. Yep. I mean, here I'm already in... I'm still in that one room. Trying to find my way out of here. Frustrated by the text saying, you can't go this way. It's like, thank you. Thank you, I know this. Let me out. Please. Yeah, another thing that this game has that I don't know how it really affects anything is the food meter. And I've been finding rations here and there. So apparently they're going to be important. And I ate those other rations that I think gave me strength. Not sure. Because I don't know what anything does in this dungeon. Which, you know, now that I think about it, kind of gives it its own kind of charm. Like, I don't understand anything, so I feel just as lost as an adventurer would be in this situation. Just aimless wandering. Aimless wandering. Yeah, I think I'm just checking this room to see if there's any other way out. And when I realize this is the only room, I take that and I leave. Man, sleeping. Good thing I'm not making a RimWorld video today. I was thinking of editing it today, but still kind of tired. And I have a confession to make. Oh, there's the way out. Confession can wait. Yeah, we found the way out. So we walked in, and I'm like, oh, no, we're not going down this way. That's how we get lost. And so we head right back into the main hallway and go to the last door and use the key to unlock it. Boom. And here we have a pit in front of us and a ladder going down, which is presumably how you get out of the pit. You click here, and it says watch your step. Yep. Thanks for the information. Oh, now here's something fun. Okay, so we have a pit in front of us. We have a pressure plate here, and then we have a wall behind. Now, what can we throw? A dagger. It falls on the pressure plate. The thing opens up. There we go. So now we can just pick up the knife and put it back in our inventory. And I don't know if that leaves the pit there if we leave it. It might, but we'll figure it out. Let's press a button here, close things up, walk over here. Ah, more rations. All right. I can't go that way. We don't want to fall in those pits. I don't think it damages you too bad, but more rations. Lumbus bread. And look, more lumbus bread. Yeah, I don't think falling hurts you super bad, but still, you don't want to jump down a pit just because. All right, so we got that. I think the switch is actually over here. No. It's not there. So if I close that, that's still there. If I go here, it opens. Yeah, that's still there too. No, no switches there. All right, let's get out of here. Yeah, gotta step back. All right. So we step on that, it disappears. We go there. The switch is over there. We'll just press this button again. There we go. And that'll close up that one pit, I'm pretty sure. Yep. And then that okay. Now this pit is closed. And I forgot that I put the rocks over in his hands, so okay, there we go. We drop that. Boom. And that'll keep the pit closed, so then we can walk over it. And here I just tried to coax that rat out there, or whatever it is. I assume it's a rat, but yeah. All right. So this is where I started to think I should probably end the episode, because I have never gotten farther than here before. If you know where to go from here, I would greatly appreciate it. I didn't want to get stuck in the land of illusion again, so I ran right back out of there. And then I went down here, and there's a bit of a potion down that ladder. But yeah, we're walking around down here. This is where all the pits fall into. So yeah, you don't like ultimately die by falling into the pits, but yep, there's a potion of healing. Nice. And yeah, like I was saying, if you know where to go from here, please tell me. I have the key. I have a key. And I have lockpicks. So, I'm assuming that I have everything I need to get through this. But I don't know where to go from here. Is it in the illusion place? I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Yeah. So, I think that's where I'm going to call it here. I hope you enjoyed watching, and until next time, this is Hogwash, over and out. I will catch you later.